That was the missing piece. That changed everything. It's not that I have energy for everything. I don't. It's that I have energy for the right things. Welcome to A Beautiful Fix. I'm Tracy Hill. Each week we'll dive into the latest thought gem, recharging and reconnecting with what lights you up and makes you feel alive. Let's discover your next beautiful fix together. Hey, real quick before we dive in, you're powerful. And sometimes you just need someone to remind you what's already in you. That's what human design does. It's the difference between guessing and knowing. So you can stop searching outside yourself and start trusting the answers within. I promise you they're there. Grab your free chart at abeautifulfix.com, and when you're ready to go deeper, book a one-to-one session with me. All right, let's get into the episode. Okay, I'm going to try something a little different today. I talk about human design all the time. It pops in and out of conversations. I reference it. I tell you to pull your chart. I offer sessions. But I realize I've never really told you how it actually shifted me. So let's start here. When I first learned in human design that I was a generator, that's my type, it just didn't resonate. It did not connect with me at all. You see, generators are supposed to have this steady life force energy. It's consistent. It's available to us at all times. We're like batteries. We're the builders. We're the ones who can just go, 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 go. Like think Energizer Bunny vibes. And I remember thinking, I get tired. I lose steam. I start things and then I need a break. I love to relax. That does not feel like endless energy. So I kind of just filed it away. I was like, I don't know about this. But it wasn't until I understood that generator energy, it shows up when you're doing something that genuinely lights you up. Then it made sense. We have this consistent access to energy when we're doing something we love. That was the missing piece. That changed everything. It's not that I have energy for everything. I don't. It's that I have energy for the right things. And when I'm in the right things, I can go. I don't have to push. I don't have to try so hard. It's just there. But when I'm in the wrong things, I feel frustrated. Almost immediately, I can physically say, like, I'm just frustrated. I said it earlier today. I literally said out loud, I'm frustrated. And in human design, we have these wonderful indicators that help you understand when you're in alignment and when you're out of alignment. And for a generator, it is frustration. When you're out of alignment, you will feel that. And it just simply is letting you know, hey, you're out of alignment. Let's just, get back there. Let's just tweak some things. And before I understood all of this, I used to think that it meant that I just needed more discipline, or I needed to toughen up or follow through better. But what if it just all means that I just wasn't responding to the right things? So in human design, for each type, there is a strategy that goes with it. And the generator strategy is to wait to respond. See, our power lies in responding to life. So just think it's not about chasing. It's not efforting. It's not forcing things. It's not pushing things to make it happen. Instead, we listen to our bodies to tell us what we do and don't have energy for. It's a subtle shift, but it's huge. I like to say I do not chase, I attract. So I spend my days trying to, focus on things that I love, letting life send me things, and then I simply respond. Do I have energy for that or no? So it's really about dropping into our bodies and letting our bodies lead versus our minds. So it's definitely a different way of moving through this world. We're used to listening to our mind, but our bodies hold the answers. What we feel is truly our authority. So now some of you may be listening to this and thinking, well, how can you run around doing things that you love all day? I mean, we have jobs, and maybe you don't love what you do for a living. I get that completely. And think of this as primarily doing what you love as much as you can, as much as you can. So if you spend a lot of your time in a job that you don't absolutely love and it doesn't fill you up, it doesn't make you feel alive, what can you do? What little micro choices can you do in any moment to make you feel better, to make you feel alive or excited? Could you take a different route to work? Maybe a more scenic route. Leave a little bit early and take a long, winding drive. Could you commute on the train and listen to a podcast or an audiobook, or just have me time on the train to give yourself, time to just kind of relax before your day begins? Can you listen to a playlist of songs that you love while you work? Maybe you bring your favorite tea with you to work and you take, a couple of breaks, or during your break, you get up and you go for a walk. Walk around the office, walk outside, feel some sunshine. So you can see where these are little micro choices that you can make throughout your day that might make your situation a little bit better, because this is real life. We have to do what we need to do in order to thrive and live. But you'd be surprised how you can make these small choices to just make whatever it is that you're doing a little bit more enjoyable. And so basically, you're just trying to do more of what you love when you can and a little bit less of what drains you. And this is why I'm sharing all of this with you, because I think a lot of us have built these stories about who we are based completely on misunderstanding just how we're wired, how our energy works. Who walks around thinking about their energy? But we know that we're all energetic beings. This is science. We know that everything's made up of energy. So why don't we think about our own? When we move with our energy, there's more flow and ease in our life versus moving against it where there's resistance. It's really that easy. So maybe you're thinking that, you're inconsistent at things, or you lack follow through, or you're too sensitive, you're too slow, you're too fast, you're too much, you're not enough. You start things and you don't finish them. You pivot a lot. All these stories that we tell ourselves. But what if you just haven't understood your energy yet? So one of the reasons why I'm sharing this with you, because you may be thinking, Tracy, I'm not even a generator. Why does any of this matter to me? Well, over 70% of the population are generators or manifesting generators. So even if you're not one, if you've pulled your chart and, you are a manifester, or you are a reflector or a projector, you absolutely live with a generator, or you work with one, or you love one. They're in your life, or they will be in your life. We're everywhere. Also, this world runs on generator energy. It was built by generators for generators. So it's structured around doing, going, working, 60 hours, 40 hours, whatever. It's structured around output and productivity. You can see it in everything. So this means that a lot of us feel this constant pressure to keep going. And if you're not a generator, you really need to honor your rest. We all love to rest, but you really need to honor your rest periods and build that into your day. So understanding that I'm designed to respond to my life, to things that come into my life instead of initiating, it changed how I move through my days. It really did. I don't chase as much. I notice more. I wait for what actually makes me feel alive instead of forcing. And I want to connect this back to, my theme of choosing yourself this year, of bringing selfish back, of prioritizing yourself. Choosing yourself, it isn't always some kind of bold declaration. Sometimes it's just noticing what drains you and letting yourself step back and honor that. Sometimes it's admitting that something might look good on paper, but it doesn't feel good in your body. That's the shift that human design gave me. It gave me language for what I've kind of always known. It gave me permission to be exactly who I am. It helped me stop arguing with myself and second guessing who I am. So if you've ever taken a moment to pull your human design chart and thought, I don't get it, or this doesn't sound like me, I understand that. I was there. But there might be something in there that you're overlooking. I certainly was, almost throughout my chart. There was so much resistance. I was in the shadows of my chart. But when I finally got it, when I finally felt it, when I finally saw it, I couldn't stop seeing it. When I experimented with it and started to be able to point to real examples in my life, game changer. So what I want now is just for you to sit with this for a few days for this week. Just notice this week what feels like you. Feeling, that is the word. What feels like you and what feels like performance. Where do you feel like you're moving with yourself and where do you feel like you're pushing against yourself? Just notice, just gather information. That's how this really started for me. I wasn't trying to reinvent myself. I was just trying to understand why I was feeling the way I was feeling. I was just trying to get answers. Who knew they were in me all the time? It's like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. The answers were always there, but she needed to go through that journey of following the yellow brick road to realize it. I want to give a shout out to my friend Marcy, who recently sent a video, a social media video, all about the much, much deeper meaning to that movie, The Wizard of Oz. I knew there was a reason. I've always loved it. I was Dorothy for Halloween for like 2 years in a row or something like that, and I learned her whole skip, the whole thing. Loved it. So to wrap things up, human design, it gave me, like I said, language. It gave me clarity. It gave me a way to stop fighting myself. So if you're curious about your own design, how you are wired, I have 2 reports that will be linked in the show notes. One is Rediscover You, and it's an introduction to your energy. It walks you through your type. I'm a generator. It tells you what you are. It walks through your authority, how you are uniquely wired to make decisions that are in alignment with you. It walks you through your profile, all your centers. It gives you the basics in a way that's just easy to digest and actually apply to your life. And then there's a new report called Connections, and this is for your relationships. It helps you see the dynamic between you and the people in your life. And if you'd rather experience this in person, I'll be at Sisterhood Social's Pour Back event in Michigan City, Indiana, this Sunday on February 22nd, and I'm offering mini human design sessions. And this summer, I'll be spending a full day at Kenya Riley's Worthy by Design retreat in July, helping women understand their design and how to apply it to their lives. And of course, if you ever want to go deeper, we can always do a one-to-one session. You don't have to figure yourself out alone. Sometimes the shift is just understanding how you're built. And until next time, keep getting high on life, one beautiful fix at a time. Thanks for listening to A Beautiful Fix. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe and leave a quick review to help others find us. And if you'd like to share your own beautiful fix or join me as a guest, reach out anytime at Tracy@abeautifulfix.com. Looking forward to next time.